Glidecam is a gimbal that requires no battery, no electronics, no nothing like that. It's all weight based. Can you hear me, by the way?
Can I give them a little history on this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so when doing shots, okay, generally people, if they're not going to put the camera on some kind of sticks on tripod, then they're going to handhold in news gathering. They'll put it on their shoulder with some type of sled, and people develop different ways to hold the camera to get a smoother shot. And there's really two sides. We've got.
Stand behind your dad.
Is that better?
Yeah.
We've got a Ronin unit that works by batteries, and it shoots very smooth shots, but it's battery operated gimbal that works electronically. So it feels your level and catches your level right. The problem with those is the batteries don't always work. The balancing gets wiggly and warped, and it's not quite right. And you always go through these technical issues all the time. Plus, the shot feels robotic. But that's a subjective thing, okay? Other people say, oh, it's smoother, blah, blah, blah. But what we like to do, whether it's using a jacket or a straight, like Glidecam arm like this, okay, is that this will balance on its own and give us a very organic feeling shot.
It's not fully
Smooth
balanced
shot.
like now because unfortunately it just got unbalanced, but it is pretty balanced. As you can see, I can go around it, but it's slightly wobbly. But the whole point of it is it will be gyroscopically stable to the ground because of the weight.
So, for example, forget about a film shot, just a commercial shot. We're going to be shooting, and we'll be talking about this in a little bit. We're going to be shooting some locations in Prescott, Arizona, and we'll be following people in their buildings, whatever it is. It might be a big theater, performance hall or something, and we're going to follow them and walk behind them, and it gives you that shot behind them. We prefer to set up after a shot like that, to edit that in, but then to set up on a tripod to get a smoother shot, more stable shot. But if you want moving shots and things, for us, this is the way to go. Spencer also will wear a jacket and not just an arm. So he'll attach to a jacket with an attached arm. It's a robotic kind of looking arm. And it hooks to here. And that'll allow us, and hooks right to here. And it'll allow us to use the jacket instead, and that gives him even more stability. But the biggest thing it gives you is it helps with the fatigue, because you carry this thing around, and this is
it's heavy.
This is a lighter camera, heavy lens. This is a heavy cinema lens, but still the lighter lenses, because they're made out of carbon fiber. Those are the ones we're using today, and that still gets heavy. And that'll wear your butt out after using it. So the jacket helps you to be able to do longer shots, more shots, et cetera, without getting totally worn out.
That's how it should look. It's very smooth.
Right.
If you go around.
Right. So he'll straighten it out. So it'll set like this, and then he'll just walk in a line like that. And that's how we get our shots.
Slightly tap it to spin it if you need to pivot it or anything like that, but not too much so that way you cause any bumps or anything like that. But the main thing with this is, it can be incredibly heavy after a long while, because I add a screen, I might add a microphone or anything like that on top of this camera, and I will need that jacket just to support the weight, because my arm will be dead by the end of the day.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. So this company, Glidecam, makes some nice stuff. They've got some great jackets. We got a new jacket coming in Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get it from Glidecam because they don't have the jackets.
Yeah.
Because ever since the COVID thing, manufacturing, getting things out and having things available, so we had to buy it actually from a different company, but it's I would say, identical piece that we have. But we do like the Glidecam. We've got shoulder mount units from Glidecam. They make some nice products. Also, a company called Steadicam makes them, but there's a company called Flycam, and they're out of India. And we try to buy American products when we can. I mean, you're buying cameras and lenses and things. They're made other places. There's nothing you can do about it. But when they're available, when we can, so we kind of have a spread of different things, whether it's mics or whatever that we're buying from different places. So these are from India, and they're good and made well too. But we're showing you that. So then when we do the shots, we'll say on another podcast, we'll show you the shots that we did with the Glidecam and how we did it with a jacket or without, because we're not going to, well, I doubt if we'll have many shots that we're going to take a camera and turn it around on Spence shooting or somebody else doing this work and that work. So we're showing you the equipment, and then we'll just show you our shots.
Yeah.
Because we usually work 3-man crew out there, and we work tight in that so we can get in and out of buildings or shoot short things.